Hello everyone, and welcome to the Iron Fleet channel. During World War II, there was a powerful display called the Elephant Walk. It got this name because large groups of bomber planes would line up and move together on the runway, looking like elephants walking in a line. Sometimes, more than 1,000 planes would take off one after another. Today, the U.S. Air Force calls this a maximum sortie surge. It's not just for show. It helps teams practice working together. It also trains pilots to launch many armed aircraft quickly and in perfect order, just like they would in a real war. Keeping the Air Force ready for any mission is very important. One way they stay prepared is by doing training exercises, like the one held at Hill Air Force Base. In a recent event, 52 F-35A fighter jets lined up and took off one after another. This is called an elephant walk. It showed how fast and well these modern jets can work together. Hill Air Force Base has a long history. Over 30 years ago, it was the first base to fully use the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Now, it's doing the same with the F-35A. This base is the only one in the country with 4 combat-ready F-35A squadrons, 2 from the active-duty 388 Fighter Wing, and 2 from the Reserve 419 Fighter Wing. It shows how serious the Air Force is about staying modern and always being ready. The decision to conduct an elephant walk in commemoration of receiving the last of 78 F-35s, as in December 2019, speaks volumes about the base's pride in its operational achievements. With 24 of the jets undergoing mid-air refueling by KC-135 Stratotankers after launch, the event exemplified the seamless coordination and logistical prowess inherent to Air Force operations. Despite the high cost associated with these exercises, which surpasses that of previous aircraft like the F-16, they serve as a tangible reminder of the Air Force's unwavering commitment to maintaining air superiority and global security. Let's talk about another amazing air team, the Blue Angels. They're officially called the U.S. Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron. These awesome pilots have been around since 1946, making them the second oldest aerobatic team in the world. The Blue Angels team has 6 Navy pilots and 1 Marine Corps pilot, and they fly Boeing F-A-18E Super Hornets, showing off their flying skills with precision. In this event, 2 main versions of the F-A-18 were used, the F-A-18A and the F-A-18B. The F-A-18A is a single-seat fighter jet. It's well known for its great flying ability and is often used in air shows and missions. It can be equipped with special targeting systems like the ANAAS 38 Nighthawk pod and the ANASQ-173 laser spot tracker, which help the pilot aim weapons more accurately. During the Gulf War, there weren't many Nighthawk pods available, but the ones in use were very helpful for Navy and Marine Corps aircraft. The F-A-18B is the two-seat version. The cockpit was changed slightly to fit a second seat, but it can still perform the same missions as the single-seat model. Most of the time, the two-seat version is used for training new pilots. The Blue Angels are famous for their exciting flight shows. Every year, they perform about 60 shows in 30 cities across the United States, and they also do 2 shows in Canada. Even though they've been flying since 1946, they still use many of the same flying skills and formations they used back then. From March to November, around 11 million people watch their performances each year. Besides flying, the team also visits over 50,000 people at schools, hospitals, and community events. Since they began, the Blue Angels have performed for more than 505 million people, inspiring fans of all ages. As of November 2011, the Blue Angels receive about $37 million each year from the Department of Defense budget. But their mission goes beyond just flying cool stunts. The real goal of the U.S. Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron is to show the skill, pride, and professionalism of the Navy and Marine Corps. They do this through their impressive flight performances and by visiting communities across the country. Now, let's have a look at what happens behind the scenes to make those stadium flyovers happen. It's a tricky job. The hardest part is getting the timing and location just right above the stadium. To make sure everything goes smoothly, there is a ton of planning that goes on behind the scenes. Satellite images are used from different angles and study them carefully to figure out exactly where to fly and when to do it. This planning is key to making sure the flyover looks perfect during low pass. Low pass flights happen when planes fly very close to the ground, giving the audience an exciting view. These are often seen at air shows, where the aircraft zoom by at low altitudes to show how fast and agile they are. But doing a low pass isn't simple. Pilots have to plan everything carefully and fly with great accuracy to keep the flight safe. They follow strict rules about altitude and speed and stay alert at all times to avoid any danger. Even though it takes a lot of skill and there are some risks, low-pass flights are always crowd favorites and highlight what the aircraft can really do. Besides fighter jets, you'll often see large bombers like the B-1 and B-52 at air shows. These planes have been around for many years, but they are still in service because they're less expensive to operate compared to newer aircraft. That's mostly because their systems are simpler. This makes them a good choice, not just for air shows, but also for real military missions. Then there's the B-2 Spirit, one of the most advanced and expensive bombers in the U.S. Air Force. Each B-2 costs about $2.1 billion, and it takes around $135,000 per hour to fly. Because of its unique look and power, the B-2 has even appeared in Hollywood movies like Armageddon, 1998, and Captain Marvel, 2019. One of the most commonly used aircraft for low-level flights for events is B-1 Lancer. Originally, the B-1A was supposed to fly high and fast. But with the B-1B, they changed it to fly low. This means it can zoom close to the ground, almost as fast as sound. To deal with the bumpy ride when flying so low, they added something called canards. These canards help reduce the shaking and keep the plane steady as it flies close to the ground. Another notable aircraft used for such operations is the Boeing B-52 Stratofortress. Alongside the B-1 Lancer, a formidable, long-serving bomber, the B-52 has been in service since the 1950s. Manufactured by Boeing, it has been a mainstay for both the United States Air Force, USAF, and NASA. The B-52 can carry an impressive 70,000 pounds of weapons and has a range of around 8,800 miles without requiring refueling, making it a key asset in strategic missions. Despite its age, the B-52 has been modernized with upgraded engines and avionics, ensuring it remains effective in contemporary combat. These enhancements not only boost its performance, but also extend its range, solidifying its role in modern warfare. Let's take a closer look at how they get the engines of the B-52 going, called the cart-startin' process. It starts with putting a small explosive into 2 of the 8 engines on the B-52. This explosive makes strong air that's blown into the aircraft engine, making it spin quickly to start. This air comes from a system powered by a small turbine engine. The B-52 was a cutting-edge aircraft for its time and has continuously evolved to maintain its edge. Over the years, numerous improvements were made to enhance its performance. In 1964, the Jolly Well program addressed issues with its navigation computers, while the 1965 MADREC program helped identify and resolve system malfunctions. To improve its defense against electronic warfare, programs like Rivet Rambler and Rivet Ace were introduced. In the 1970s, the addition of the electro-optical viewing system improved its low-altitude flying capabilities. In the 1980s, GPS was integrated, providing precise navigation. The aircraft's main computer was also upgraded to support these advanced features. By 2007, the introduction of the Lightning targeting pod significantly boosted its precision in striking ground targets. All these enhancements have ensured the B-52 remains a formidable asset in modern warfare. As we wrap up our video journey, we're left in awe of the story behind the elephant walk and the exciting air shows it inspired. Born from the iconic World War II images of Allied bombers lining up for takeoff, resembling a grand procession of elephants, this tradition has since become a powerful symbol of unity and readiness within the United States Air Force. That's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. See you next time.